2024 is approaching us quick, and I want you to have the best year of your life because we all want to have great years, and it may not have worked out in the past, but we're going to change that right now. But before we get into the conversation, I'm about to pour a quick glass of wine so we can get into a cozy, chill environment and we can have an intimate conversation to help you hit your goals so you can become a better version of yourself in 2024. All right, y'all, we back. I'm sipping this Sauvignon Blanc right now. And the concept for this video came because I see it happen so many times, whether it's friends or family, or whether it's people that reach out to me on social media where they talk to me about their goals, the things that they want to do. And the next thing you know, like a few months later, they're not really working on those things. And it's just like those things just get pushed behind and life just happens and then they just get overwhelmed, stressed out. And I'm tired of seeing that. I really want as many people as possible to understand the power of the mindset, the power of habits and all those things. But even beyond that, I want to give you the specific things that's going to help you have the best year of your life, because we all deserve it. We all deserve to live a fulfilling life, a life where we feel like we thriving in life and not just surviving anymore. And that's the scariest thing when you in life and you just going day by day and your life passing you by. You don't know what you're doing. You just surviving. You just getting by. Really, you just really breathing, working, eating. You just doing enough to stay afloat. And everybody want to go beyond that. And that's what this video is all about. We talking all about you thriving, like the things you can apply in your life, the things that I applied in my life that really helped me begin to thrive. First things first, we need to identify what's a successful year. So when you look at 2024 ending, or even look at 2023, well, no, let's go with 2024. Next year, we recording 2023, so next year, 2024, at the end of the year, what would a successful year look like for you? Where are you at in your life? What things are you doing? What things have you accomplished in your life? And I want you to keep that as your long-term vision. Keep this in your head as we go through this video and just talk about it, because it's going to break everything down. It's going to make sense and come full circle in the end. Because I'm going to go through a little bit of my story. I was really depressed. I was stressed out. I was working at a job where I enjoyed it in the beginning, but then I began to resent it because it took away so much of my time. It became so redundant. It just demanded so much from me. Even though I was making a lot of money, I was real comfortable, I was meeting cool people, I was in cool environments and everything, I was not fulfilled at all because I spent so much time in traffic. I spent so much time away from home, and it began to tear away parts of my personal life. I didn't really have so much of a social life anymore. I didn't have like a good, healthy balance in my life, and I started to feel it, and I became depressed. And people always like, how you become depressed and you making all this money, you doing all these different things, you going to these places, you going to that places, and you getting paid for it. But it was bigger than that. And that's when it really clicked in my mind that I need to focus on what is it that I want to do with myself that I've been letting go. Just because this job been getting in my way, my life been getting in the way. And that's where it put me on a journey to figure out what is it that these successful people do? How do they succeed at what they want to do in life? And that put me on that journey to figure it out for myself. You may find something that seems interesting to you because you've seen someone's end results. But you must understand, just because they're expressing the results that they have right now, currently, you have to understand that it was a process for them to get there. And that process started at the bottom. That process started with them not knowing anything. So don't be so hard on yourself trying to say, well, I'm not getting there. I'm not getting their results. Sometimes you have to gain the knowledge that you have, and then you just have to start to put the work in. You just really have to hit that pavement running with whatever it is that you have at the moment. Because we tend to watch all these videos, we tend to read all these books, look at all these documentaries and get inspiration, but it's only so much inspiration is going to get you. Inspiration is only going to get you so far. The thing that's going to really take you to the next stage is you taking that action. And I felt this personally because I was watching all these videos, I was inspired and stuff, but I wasn't getting any results for myself. But my thing, I had to figure out, how do I break past this ceiling of procrastinating, this ceiling of just living in this fantasy world in a way, because I'm just seeing it. I'm like, okay, yeah, that look cool, but it's not happening in my life. And that's when you just have to focus on the small things. And that's why it's so important for you to put those goals, like your daily goals. So like we talked about in the beginning of this video, I want you to think about that end goal that you set. When you see yourself at the end of this year, what do you need to do every single day that's going to help you become one step closer. That's all you need to do. Become 1% better every single day. Whether that be you working on developing a new habit, like working on yourself every single day, not focusing on your phone so much, whatever that habit is for you that you need to drop or that you need to develop for yourself. What are you doing every single day to help you get there? One of the habits that I had to drop was my phone. I realized like, dude, I'm spending so much time on my phone. So I used to go into my screen time on my settings. Once I discovered that iPhone had that, and Instagram was my drug. I used to go and scroll on Instagram, looking at cars, houses, things that I aspired to get. And it just took up so much time. I was looking like, damn, you really spent 4 hours scrolling on Instagram and you haven't done nothing for yourself? I had to kick myself in the ass. I was like, you know what? That's not cool. I'm not cool with just remaining in this same spot next year. So I'm gonna make a change. I need to make a change for myself. So you watching this right now, what's that thing that's your drug right now that you've been holding on to that you just can't let go? Is it social media? Is it talking on the phone? Is it watching too many videos? Or you're not applying yourself? I understand that you need to get those times to separate yourself from the world and need to just relax a little bit. But even if you take 1 hour out your day, 1 hour out your day of leisuring around, doing all the things that's not helping you, all the things that's helping you waste time, what can you do with that time? What would you do with that time that you had that you should have been doing in the past, that you wish you were doing before? That's going to help you hit those goals. It's going to help you hit those milestones that we set. Because remember, your goals need to become sequential. So that yearly goal that you have where you see yourself in at the end of the year, how you going to get there every single month? And then within that month, how you going to get there every single week? And how you going to get there every single day? And what do you need to do within your day to help you become 1% better? That's the question that I had to ask myself. So I began to listen to podcasts. I began to listen to audiobooks, things to educate myself on where I wanted to go, things that help me work on becoming a better version of myself. Because that was my whole thing. With me personally, this is me and my story. This is not what you need to do, but what I needed to do, I needed to educate myself more. If I want to help you, if I want to teach you the things that I wish I knew, I need to continue to become a better version of myself, continue to become educated, continue to feed into who I am. And if I didn't do that, then I wouldn't have been able to continue on because that excitement would have been gone. It would have been only so far that I could go. But now I learned to set limitless caps on myself. So there's no limit to where I can go. So that's why I asked you, what things do you need to do every single day? What habits do you need to kick? What things are you going to stop doing to help you get to that weekly, monthly, and yearly goal? And even if you're not there right now, that's perfectly fine. That's cool. I understand life gets in the way. You get frustrated. And it's normal. It happens to us all. The key is to just start doing it now. Begin exactly where you are. Don't beat yourself up about what you haven't done or where you should be, because it's going to take up that energy that you could be feeding into whatever the task is that you need to do. Whatever the thing is that you need to do, it could be feeding into that, but you're feeding that energy into things that's past already. You can't get back that time. So don't waste any more time trying to force yourself to figure out why you haven't done it yet. No, figure out how you're going to do it. That's the key. Figuring out how you're going to do it right now. What changes are you making? What are you implementing into your life that you haven't been implementing before, that you know you should have, that you've been saying you're going to do and then you stop doing it? You have to remain consistent. I keep saying this word. Consistency is key in anything that you want in life. And that goes with having a good year, starting a new business, becoming a better version of yourself, becoming whatever it is that you put your mind to. It all begins with consistency. Just continue to show up every single day, despite what you're going against, despite what obstacles you face. And when you get to where you want to be, next thing you know, is going to be your story. You can explain to other people, just like I'm explaining to you right now, how I got to this point, how I was able to break out of those mental barriers. You'll be able to explain it and help somebody else on their journey too. So don't even stress it. Don't even trip about not being where you want to be right now or where you think you should be at this point. There's no time limit on your life. There's no time frame saying you should have been here by this time. No, society try to put those things on us just to trick us, just to stop us from making progress, just to beat us up, just to make us feel like we less than what we really are. I want to remind you that you are worthy. You are a king. You are a queen. Whoever you are watching this, you can do all the things you put your mind to. It all starts with your actions that you take every single day. And if I was in my same shoes that I was before, where I was thinking about it, where I was frustrated, when I was trying to figure things out, the things that I would do different is definitely the things that I intake, educating myself, associating with different people that are in a place where I like to be, not just remaining in my comfort zone. Because our comfort zone keeps us where we're comfortable. And where we're comfortable right now is obviously not where you want to be. And that's why it's so important to step out of your comfort zones and do the small things that makes you like test yourself in a way and make you question yourself like, dang, hold on, that's happening for them. Now that's going to activate something in your brain to help your brain say, how can I do that? Now I see them doing it. I haven't seen myself doing that in the past, but now I can see myself possibly doing that because I talked to this person, they're a real person and they not better than me. They know the exact same things that I do. It's nothing that's different for them that's different for me right now. And that's one of the things that I would have done in the past that I wish I knew. I would have done that much sooner than I did. But overall, in order for you to have a great year, in order for you to not just finish out this year strong if you're watching this before the end of the year, is just applying yourself. Focus on the small efforts and improvements that you need to make. Because those consistent efforts, those consistent improvements are the things that's going to accumulate and add up to those bigger goals, add up to those bigger achievements that you want. We all desire to live a better life. We all desire to get more than what we have in the moment. And the only way you're going to get it is if you continue to apply yourself. The thing that I want you to take away from all this, if you don't remember anything out of this video, is just focus on the consistent improvements in your day-to-day activities. Focus on improving who you are as an individual within, because that's what's going to get you the results on the outside that everyone else can see, the things that you can see that are tangible. Consistent improvements are key. Do those small things every single day, the things that make you uncomfortable, and then it's going to all make sense and it'll all come together in the end. And then you're going to look up 6 months from now and you're going to see your life is totally different. So stay consistent in your efforts in whatever you do. You need to work on the mental battles that you need to beat. I have a video on that. I'm going to put the link up here so that you can check that out and work on those mental battles, because we all go through them. We all go through those waves of life, those waves of I'm not there, then boom, I'm feeling good. But I have a video to help you with that. It's linked up here. I want you to check that out if you struggle with that. But always remember that it's the small improvements that will make the biggest changes in your life. So make this your best year. Because you can do it. I'm telling you, if I did it, if I was able to work through all those mental battles that I went through, you can do it too. And if you need more help along the way, check out my podcast. The link is down in the description. I put it on YouTube every single Thursday and it's out on audio every single Monday. Search Diligent Minds wherever you find podcasts, because I'm committed to helping you have your best year. And that starts with you becoming a better version of yourself. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and remember, everybody has greatness within, even you.